for getting this after the fact. Sorry, I had a plan. The plan backfired. Now it appears that I'm live. Yeah, turn that down. I guess I'll finish eating lunch here in a second. Put some headphones on, I guess. Can you hear me? Got a bad buzz. Is that this? Oh, I know what it is. Man, trying to get it together. It ain't working. It ain't happening. So, apologize for the late delay. I just spent the last hour like working on this carburetor, hoping you guys show you all this stuff that I was doing. And now it's like none of this was working properly. So, I don't know what I'm doing. Trying to figure it out. Now my ears are kind of wacky. Doesn't sound good. So I guess I'm gonna have to get this thing over here and speak into the mic. So I apologize if there's anybody that was gonna watch this. We'll probably, I don't know, we'll probably like redo it at some point, or I got video of it. But I don't know what to tell you now. So this is a real short one. Hey man, probably gonna do podcasts from now on, because then I can just record it and then I can make sure it's working. The going live thing is really cool, but unless all this is working together, and like, it's really hard to keep it going. So apologize for that, because I saw a couple of people were, they were on there, but anyway, I apologize. So, anything you guys want to talk about, hit me up. We're going to have a delayed chat, I think, but, at least. So, what I was doing was I was working on these guys right here, and didn't show up very well. So, uh, basically, I got new needles and I got new jets that I put on. So, right there in the front is that jet. I replaced that one because the old ones were real dull looking, and you know, and then the needles were terrible. So the needles are these ones with little springs. If it'll, I don't know if it'll, maybe if I do like this, it'll, yeah, there we go. And then on the bottom of this, it had, never mind the lint there, but it had pretty good ring ridge around it. It's really, like I said, it's real hard to see. But Yeah, it's got a little ring ridge. Both of them were like that. So this thing's probably trying to do hand signals because I got this camera. It's kind of, it's got AI like or whatever. Yeah, but both of those had ring ridge. So just replace them, cheap fix. You know what I mean? I try to stay on the mic. It's kind of hard if it's like off to the side. But I'm working on things, working on stuff. It's too cold to be outside. You know, it's just like I try. I'm like, I got my bibs on, I got my sweatshirt on, and I got like, you know, I need better shoes. But, you know, anyway, I got something on the carport, I guess I could work on. Maybe. We'll see where I get with it. But it's like, it's about 40. It's maybe even, I don't know. I'm going to have to look up the temperature, but I think it's around 40. So, anyway, uh, it says I should go to like 6,800 kilobits per second. Okay. Well, maybe that's something that's. I can see. See if it'll. I don't want to end the stream, but it's saying that. Yeah. So anyway, what I want to talk about. I guess that was it. I was gonna redo this carburetor. You know, now it didn't work, so maybe I'll do more of these. But I kind of feel like the podcast thing is the way to go because if you got problems, you know, I just spent all that time. Now I got it recorded, but doing this. But then now it's like it's over with. It's done. This little I guess it's a choke venturi. It's kind of and it's got some discoloration to it. That's for sure. But anyway, I want to explain that because I'm sorry about that. I just did it on a whim. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Yeah. So, and I wish I had my chat view up because that's not working right. So if any of you guys are chatting, I just have to, I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about. Like I need a shorter stand. I got a shorter stand in the house. Finally got rid of that other stand. It was ridiculous. It was redonkulous. So we're gonna take these things. That got the springs, and we're gonna throw them away. And I don't know, man. What else? Sorry to keep saying that. I'd work on my boat out there, but it's too cold. We didn't get any damage. Uh, Still a lot of ice. Went down to the marina. It's still ice packed. There's not much you can do. Sit around and, you know, do absolutely nothing. Spend your time on the computer going, I'm tired of looking at a computer. But that's what we're doing. Wow, it's pretty cool. We got 9 people watching right now. Well, thanks a lot, man. At least it's somebody. Somebody's out there. I guess we could do something right now, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this. Give me a second. I'll come up with something. Well, once it's like my carburetor's already done, you know, but at least I guess I could talk about it because it's okay. This carburetor, was it this one? Yeah, I believe so. Was missing the baffle. It was totally gone, and that baffle's kind of important. So I did some research, and maybe I can go find this and read it to you. What I made notes. By the way, is like about $70, and it's a little bitty piece. Let me. Okay. So I had the kits. You can go online. You can get the kits. All right. See if I can get my notes here. Give me 1 second. I'll be right there. Okay. So if without the baffle, it's going to be slightly more prone to fuel starvation or flooding under heavy load or choppy conditions due to slosh affecting the float needle, right? And then it's going to have a minor hesitation or uneven running if fuel surges uncover the inlet or whatever. In extreme cases, fuel could splash out vents more easily. So I'm saying that probably is the case because when we look at, and it's most likely not going to come out, but there's this plate is going to be our choke valve, and if you look at that, you can almost see where fuel stained this copper piece. There's nothing you can do about it, right? It's just stained copper piece. It's been ultrasonically cleaned, and anyway, so you want to make sure that baffle is still in there. And so one thing I did was let me pull it up for y'all. It is like if I do look this up again, I'm gonna go to marineengine.com. All right. So let me get my window off. Let me get my Chrome window up. All right. So if you go and you don't know, like I've got, I'll show you this too. I've got, my photos now it wants to update. Okay. Well, only had a partial, serial number. That was it. There was just a partial. It was like OB. I don't remember now. It was like 50 or 109, and then the last three numbers we didn't have. So you got to figure out what it got. Because if you go to Marine Engine, is a good resource, but it's not. Mercury Marine is going to be more like what they're just tied into Mercury Marine, right? So if you don't have the whole serial number, what do? Well, I go to Mercury, and then over here on the right, they've got Mercury Outboard 1960 and up. In that or Mercury Marine site, they've got the tree, so you're gonna have to follow the tree down. Okay, so this is a 50 horsepower, but they also made like a 45. So if you go to the 50 horsepower, like it just says 5531630 and up. Okay, well, it doesn't really help a lot because that's not in that range, right? But if I go to 45 four-cylinder horsepower, and then you'll find 5531630 to OB1110788. All right, that's us. And then I know it's a Walbro carburetor because on it says WMA, right? WMA, and there's like 4-1. Okay, so that one says 4-1. That's our top carburetor. And then if we're looking at our other one, it'll say right on top WA 4-B. Well, that's our bottom. I guess it's just the way they label them. It's kind of idiot proof, but then it's not. Right? So then I was looking at this. Okay, you got a Tilson or a Walbro carburetor. So we have Walbros, WMA. Right? So you select that guy, and that's how I found the needle and the seat and everything I needed. Right? So they got kits, they got floats, a lot of the stuff you have to buy separately. So like the needle and the valve or needle valve, inlet needle, it's different. You'll notice the main jet that a .057, which is in the ball, okay, that one's no longer available. You can't get it. But the top one they did have, so I went ahead and replaced them because they're cheap. And then I know it's the right carburetor because the Venturi. And then also, like, I don't know, if you scroll down, you can get the cover. You can still get the cover. That dude is $13.39 a piece. And I recommend getting the cover because if they're really old and never been done, they're going to be real brittle. It's just better to get the cover, right? And then also, like, you can get the different kits. There's the 13959023, and then anyway. So that's what I did. I got the kit. I got what I could get. So I replaced a couple things like the baffle. Let's see if I can find that. I believe they called for it being unavailable. Let's see what number is that. Let's see. Let's just go in here. Oh, number 7. If you go to number 7, no longer available. So I bought one off of eBay. Old evil that can't talk. Evil Bay. It's 814483. Okay, so I found it on eBay. See if they got any more. That guy is very expensive. Do Mercury. There's one. New other $80. They it's in the package so that it's cleaning. I wouldn't worry about take it out of the package. This one I didn't buy this one because really this one should be like it shouldn't be that price. That's kind of the ridiculous price. There's another one that's a different plate. That's not gonna work. So some of this stuff is getting really, really, really hard to find. That's what I'm trying to say. And what else? What else can we talk? About? Oh yeah, so we got the inlet needle, we got the baffle, and then we got our jets, right? Hang on 1 second. I don't know why my link. There it goes. Sorry about that. Anyway, I was working on those carbs because, again, it's too cold to go outside. The marina is froze over. And, so we're inside. And we got the mini split heater going. And, yeah, that's what we got going on. So anybody still with me? Looks like we got a few. So that's kind of what I'm doing, and I'm gonna eat lunch, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.